Breaking up is not an easy process. And if you've decided to part ways and don't know how to do it, then this video is for you. Today you will learn several tips that will help you. Always do it in person, and if possible, don't do it in public. Unless they did something totally out of line like scalp your cat, or leave you 43 tearful voicemails in one night, and if you have any respect for them at all, often a legitimate question, then always do it in person. Yeah, it's harder. But suck it up. And if possible, don't do it in public. Being in public makes people feel limited in what they can express, whether it be final words they'd like to say to you, or dishes they'd like to break. Give the conversation some thought. Once you've decided you want to end your relationship, it's important to give yourself time and space to think about what you want to say before you actually say it. The conversation itself will likely be stressful, and when you're stressed, you tend to lose access to the logical, rational parts of your brain. Writing down exactly what you want to say and practicing it in advance can help anchor in the message so that when you're in the heat of the moment, you're able to effectively communicate your thoughts. Planning in advance can also help you evaluate the tone with which you're delivering the message. Try to keep it neutral, non-accusatory, non-blameful, compassionate, direct, and honest. Practice empathy. As you plan, put yourself in your partner's shoes. Empathy for the partner's experience of being broken up with, and the ability to express it, can go a long way to assuaging the inevitable pain. When you first fall in love, empathizing with your partner is much easier, but by the time you're ready to end it, it might be tempting to not care how breaking up will impact your partner. But a little empathy can save you trouble down the road. If you've been on the receiving end of a breakup in the past, you would probably have a good idea how it feels, and recalling those feelings beforehand would be beneficial in managing your message. Remind yourself that it's completely okay to break up. It doesn't feel good to break up with a partner, especially if it's someone that you care deeply about, but it's also not wrong, so you shouldn't feel guilty about your decision. Remind yourself that it's okay to leave a relationship that isn't working for you. It's a self-honoring choice that you're making because you don't see a future together. And if it's not a good fit for you, then it's not a good fit for them, even though they may not be aware of it as much as you are. Do your mental health a favor and remind yourself that not every relationship is going to be right. That doesn't make your partner a bad person or necessarily mean they did anything wrong. You owe it to yourself, and them, to speak up when you know the relationship isn't serving you so that you can both move on to better things. Use I statements. When communicating your message, deliver it from your point of view without blaming or accusing. It's you who has decided that the relationship is not a good fit, and it's you that has decided to leave the relationship. So the healthiest way is to take responsibility for your feelings using I words versus you don't really like my family or you don't like to go out as much as I do. Be direct. Don't beat around the bush or otherwise hint at the fact that you want to break up without actually saying it. A less direct approach may seem kinder in the moment, but trust, it's not. The best thing to do is to just say the truth, which is we're not a good fit for each other. That's it. I hope these tips help you.